Wait a minute. Oh, we are live. Here we go.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
What up? What up? And what up, everybody? How y'all be? Welcome to the Four Black Guys Show, the one and only place where you're going to get humor, news, information, and stuff like that. But anyway, guys, what's going on with your brother Stephen Myers on the inside with you with my brothers, Mr. Mario Dupree up in the house. Everybody give it up for him. Give it up for brother James Fred in the house and the one and only Dr. Lovejoy.
That man's so cool, he ain't even put no light on him today.
Right.
Oh,
He let his own light shine.
I actually did. It's just
You cut the big light on.
I'm in my bedroom, so
TMI.
You in your bedroom.
yeah.
Okay, never mind. We're gonna leave. I'm not gonna
They don't call him Dr. Lovejoy for nothing.
Right, I understand.
Lovejoy.
Keep talking.
We see your roll tide.
Roll tide.
Yeah, we see that.
Woo.
Everybody, do me a favor right quick when Lovejoy comes back. Everybody, want you to put your fours up for right now. Mario's having some problems.
Wait a minute.
Oh Lord.
You know what it is?
Hey, turn your microphone off.
Ladies and gentlemen, all I'm gonna say is Mario ate a bunch of watermelon. I'm gonna leave it at that.
So, okay, so I can see that part, y'all.
Yeah. Yeah.
But when he comes back,
It might be a minute.
oh, he went and take care.
Take care of little business.
Yeah, it might take him a minute.
Went to go talk to a man about old Mew, didn't it?
What's going on, everybody? I hope you are having a wonderful time. Hey, Lovejoy, I want you to go first. Tell us how your past couple of weeks have been, because we've seen some stuff on Facebook, which you've been hanging out with your daughter, making the rounds. Tell us how that went, sir.
Man, she cost me a lot of damn money. That's what happened. That school is expensive, man.
What school is that, sir?
The University of Alabama. Wait, I need to go this way.
Yeah, Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
Right.
I can say it now. Because my money's there. Now better be able to say it. But man, but seriously, just hanging out with her on the energy around that place, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's different. It was not like when I was in college, man. It was not like when I was in college. Everything at the University of Alabama is big. Everything.
Mm.
And just the energy that it's almost like it's an arrogance, like they are champions and they know it. And it's like this, you should feel privileged to be there.
To be there, yep.
You know, they show it in, what they call the soup store where they sell merchandise, and the little magnet I got cost $24 a shirt. I was trying to get a golf shirt because I was gonna go play golf.
Right.
$79 for a polo.
Ooh,
So,
they
you
are
know,
proud. They are proud.
they are proud. They're almost like a Chick-fil-A. They are proud. So just getting her off, and I already know I'm gonna shed tears when I finally drop her off. I'm gonna do the ugly cry. I can
Not
tell you
the
that
ugly
right now.
not the snot and everything. You ain't
It's
do
not
that. Right.
everything, bro. I did it the night when they were just trying to get them acclimated to like what college life is gonna be. We spent the night.
Okay.
So Keisha looked at me and she was like, "Boy, you better not." I was like, and I'm gonna tell you this, and I'm gone. So we was leaving the campus to take. We dropped her off and we was leaving campus. We was going to get something to eat, and my baby called me. And I picked up the phone. She said, "Hey, Dad, can you come get me?" I said, "Babe, I'm on my way." Man, I almost did a U-turn on McFarland Boulevard, dude, to go get my baby. So, yeah, man, I'm looking forward to her venturing out, being a young lady, and I am so proud of her. I am. I'm so proud.
That is awesome. That is awesome. That is awesome, man. Yeah, I was seeing your pictures, man. It looked like you was almost verklempt while you was sitting in that little course right there.
I was what?
Verklempt.
Verklempt?
Yeah, you look a little.
That?
Oh wow,
James, he got me on that one. He got me on that one. Verklempt?
Yeah,
please explain.
You looked very sad and woeful while you sitting in that class.
Boy, he woe out. Look at him. He woe out up there.
Hey, Dupree.
45 minutes.
Hey, Dupree, did shit come out all right?
It came out real good.
Okay.
TMI.
Shit was good.
Yeah, but man, that school, man, is something. I'm serious, dude. That energy is. I don't know why somebody would be calling me right now. That energy is amazing, man, at that school. So
that's amazing, man.
What I missed? What school? What are we talking about?
Oh Lord.
Oh, okay. Took a class?
No, man.
And I'm going back next week to either buy a house or get an apartment there.
For her?
Where?
For your daughter?
No, for me. Because my daughter said I got to come down there on weekends and pump her gas.
Dang.
All the freshmen stay on the on campus their freshman year. Afterwards, they have to move off and they have to find a place to stay. So
they do?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And some 10,000, 12,000 freshmen. Yeah.
Wow.
They taking up the whole campus. So my excuse for buying another house is she got to have one. She got to have one next year. So
right.
I just told Keisha, I said, well, might as well go ahead and buy one now.
Must be nice.
Got some room, so hey.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. James Fred, how'd you been, sir?
I've been. Okay. That's pretty much it. This past week, I will say, has been a bit of a struggle, but yeah, we all good, man. It's been trying to keep busy. That's about it.
I want to bring up just right quick, man. Me and James, we talked offline, and he has been really talking about finding the in art how to deal with grief in art, and he's been making some videos about that, and we'll be making some videos about that. So I want y'all to be looking out for that. I think it's a great take on dealing with grief and how to art to get through some things. And so I hope I didn't say that about that, James, but
no, that's this. Yeah.
Right quick.
I've been going live on TikTok talking about it. I haven't been live on Facebook yet, but yeah, I'm just helping some people out, man. I've talked to some people. Like I say, this past this past week or two has been a struggle for me. I can admit that it's been rough, and I wanted to deal with it from that aspect because that's how I deal with it, is by creating art. So we all know that art has been used in therapy for a million years, and I just wanted to get people my perspective on how it can help them get through it. And so I went live on on TikTok a couple times, and I've dropped a couple of videos, and I'm going to be doing a lot more on that the next week.
I'd like to see that, James. I'd like to see that.
I'll let y'all know when I go live again. It'll be this week sometime.
Please let us know, man.
Absolutely.
Mr. Dupree, what it is, what it was, and what it shall be.
Hold on. The fan is on, Erica. Oh my God.
He on one of them.
She sent me a text. Can you please turn the fan on? It is on.
Is it seeping from up under the door?
Or through the walls.
Up through the wall?
And she downstairs.
Damn,
Oh,
bro.
Jesus.
Dang, bro.
You need to go get checked out or something?
No, I'm good.
That watermelon boy do it.
Aha.
Dang.
Everything is good. I have officially crossed a great divide. I guess I would be considered a senior citizen. Yeah.
Nigga, you been a
no.
citizen. Okay. All right, bro.
Oh,
Okay.
Well, elaborate, Dupree.
Uh-oh.
A V-neck T-shirt.
What is that?
Don't nobody but senior citizens wear V-neck.
That's all. That's all.
I've been wearing V-necks t-shirts forever.
Always wear crew necks. Always wear crew necks. I bought my first pack of V-neck T-shirts. You know why?
Wow.
The oil in my beard stains the shirt. Right across here. The oil in my goatee stains the shirt. And so I said I'm gonna give these a try and see how they go for a while.
Okay.
You ain't had a problem. You don't have that problem, Lil John?
No.
Might be the oil I'm using there.
What oil you using?
I use that it's a Jamaican oil with like mango and it's like some seed oil, but it's a Jamaican hair oil.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a Jamaican hair oil. But it works. Yeah, man. But everything's good. I got my first rank testing coming up in a couple of weeks.
You what?
My first. Okay, so y'all didn't know I was taking.
We know you was taking peaks.
Samurai classes.
Yeah, samurai.
I thought that was a phase, bro. I didn't know you was serious.
Dang.
I'm in this thing, shawty.
Okay. Hey, apparently so. I just thought you was going through something and you just, I thought Eric didn't put you out the house or something and you had to go do something at a certain time of day. So I ain't know.
No. So, after I get my first ranking, that will be my name. My name will be officially Black Guy Samurai.
Okay.
Okay.
Congratulations, man.
Congratulations.
But yeah, man, been a good week. Can't complain. Me and my son got into an argument about politics again. We cannot talk politics.
Uh-oh.
Yes, you can.
No, we can't.
Yes, you can.
No, we can't.
Ain't nothing wrong with a little disagreement.
It ends in a heated conversation. Click. I hang up. Hang up.
That's the thing about phones nowadays. You just don't have that essence of just.
Yeah. You don't have that. You can't stand it. No.
Hey, look, you be like. That same thing.
Don't hit the same. Do it.
Same thing, dude.
There was something about listening to the phone slam down hard. Damn.
And then you might get that ring. If you hit it just right, it'll ring. Just dang.
Yes.
Oh.
So,
Hey, but Mario, I learned something. Maybe this will help you.
what?
With Dad Houston, I I've grown into my own when it comes to spirituality.
Mm-hmm.
Certain conversations we can't have concerning pneumatology, the study of the spirit.
Yeah.
Some conversations we can't have. And so I've learned when I feel it, and you know when it's about to go there.
Yes.
So you have that.
Yes.
That feeling.
Yes.
Yeah. When you know it's about to go there, just stop it. So you know what? Okay. Yeah, it's about to turn the corner. So I acquiesce and okay.
I try to do that, but he pushes. Acquiesce. That's yeah. He did it.
Yeah.
He did it. But he's done it before. He's used it before. So But I try to back out the conversation, but he keeps pushing because he likes to debate. He likes the banner back and forth.
I can do that. I like doing that sometimes myself.
Yeah, I like to say what I say.
Yeah.
If you agree, cool. If you don't, cool. But I don't like to go back and forth. If I feel my point is valid, I'm gonna give it to you. And if you don't agree with it, cool. But he likes to ban. That's just how he is. You know what I'm saying? That shit make me want to hang up the phone. Click.
I need to talk to your son. We can have some fun.
Okay.
He conservative?
Yep.
Okay, I'll take the liberal side.
That's interesting. That's interesting, Mario.
Yeah.
What persuaded him? Oh, I tell you what. I tell you what. Hey, Steve, how was your week? Your 2 weeks, bro?
Man, I just got back.
I do know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I just got back. You know what I'm saying?
Where you been, bro? Where you been? Huh?
I've been Alaska, man. I've been Alaska, man. Let me tell you something. My fellow.
What's up, Timmy?
My fellow black folks, man. You have to go. I know sometimes we don't like cold weather, but that is one trip that I think that we should make as a culture, man, just to see something different. And there's a whole nother spiritual aspect I won't get into. That was for me. But man, just to see those vistas, man, see those mountains with the snow, just the air, bruh. Alaska's a trip that you guys definitely need to make. And
hey man, if I gotta go hiking, I don't know.
It was some walking, but it wasn't hiking. You know what I mean? Now there was one falls that we did go to that was a little bit of a trek. But other than that, it was about a 5-10 minute walk. So,
okay.
It ain't bad. Yeah, it's a walk. It ain't. You ain't climbing mountains. Ain't no mountain high enough. Ain't no valley low enough.
Did you see any polar bears? That was funny. I'm gonna give you that.
Thank you. No, we was too far south. You see polar bears in Antarctica.
In Antarctica, that's further north.
Yeah. But it was a great time, guys. So let's get into this, man.
We ain't rushing. We got time.
I know we got time, but I want to deal with this parade.
The dictator parade. Sure. Let's talk about it.
40, I think, was it 40 million for this birthday / celebrate the Army's birthday and president. $40 million.
Million dollars.
Wasn't Doge supposed to be saving us some money, but we went ahead and spent $40 million. People have lost their jobs. What was the point of Doge if we was going to spend $40 million? I'm just asking everybody.
Ironically, Elon Musk said the same thing.
Go figure that.
Figure that. The point of Doge was to cut money in other areas so he could get government contracts and divert the funds there. There you go. That's all.
You know what? It's it's a waste of oxygen for us to even, and I know we're gonna talk about it because there's humor in that. Right. It's almost a waste of oxygen to even be talking about this guy, I won't even call him his flunky. I mean, I guess the president of the United States, number 2, Elon Musk. While he had his short term, it's almost crazy that we even have to talk about this. I saw something on Facebook and Facebook can be vicious. Somebody had a little tank It was squeaking, rolling across the front of the screen, and it was a smaller tank. It almost seemed like it was like a special need tank rolling across.
Oh shit!
And it was just quiet. So I thought that was hilarious that this cat spent this much money for a parade for him. I think he's trying to set himself up, guys, honestly, for a dictatorship. Honestly.
Well,
I said that day one though.
Absolutely.
I said that day one.
Oh,
But Lovejoy, I think that was the parade that you saw. It was like a World War I, World War II tank that was squeaking. You did actually see that part of the parade, Doc.
Oh, so that was real?
Yes.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh man. Come on.
that was real.
That was real what you saw, dude.
But the way they described it in the capture was like this mean and this little slow squeaking tank from World War I, just squeaking across the screen, and that's all you saw. Man, I laughed. Boy, did I laugh. And y'all telling me that was real?
I don't know. I didn't even see the parade.
And I tuned in and watched a little bit just to say I saw it, but I caught a lot of replays. It was quiet as a church mouse. That parade, you would expect music, band, stuff like that. It was just a quiet parade. The noise of the tank and all of the squeaking mechanism. Huh?
It was quiet because there wasn't nobody there.
Wasn't nobody there. It was a utter waste of money.
Utter waste of money.
Utter waste of money.
My issue is that we went through the whole Doge thing because they said that there was waste and what else was it?
Y'all excuse the brother. Excuse him. He had to.
Did they hit him again? Yeah, that's just some bad guts right there. They ain't got nothing to do with one another right there. That's some bad guts, boy.
I've lost y'all.
Huh?
I said I can't find my screen. I was going to try to find the squeaky.
Yeah, he really was pissed from I think
here we go.
From what I can see, yeah, he had that look. He was pissed. I'm reading my comments. I can barely see him.
So here's the thing, and it's funny. I think the funniest thing to me is to watch when him and Elon was going back and forth on the internet. It was just hilarious, man. Elon said,
"That is."
That's the parade, dude. That's the parade.
I thought that was just a joke, bro.
No.
Y'all on empty seats up there, man?
Yes.
Man. Squeaky tape, right. That's the part I laughed at. Wow. Okay. All right.
Well, I mean, hey, it's an old tank, man. It's all expect.
Well, I mean, and here's the deal: they couldn't let the real ones roll like that because it would mess up the streets. That's why they didn't let the big ones roll, because it would cost more to repair the streets to let the big ones roll. So they let those little ones roll so they can have something. They can have something in the parade. Dude, like I said, what gets me upset is that so many people have lost their jobs. So much aid has that was given to even Americans. The aid is no longer there because Doge ripped that away. There's so much loss that happened before this $40 million. And I'm trying to be good, but I'm just gonna say it. This little limp dick dude just needed something big to make himself feel better. But you had all this loss for this, and now you got this dictator wannabe, this orange trash can, pushing for war. And correct me if I'm wrong, James Fred.
Mm-hmm.
Aren't the powers supposed to be given from Congress to go to war? A president just can't.
No, not necessarily.
Okay.
As commander in chief he does have the ability to do that. So you've got to understand, even in this case, Trump didn't technically declare war. Okay, he ordered a strike, and every president has done that.
Right.
He simply ordered a strike.
Wait, James Fred, I thought he only had the ability to deploy the United States Marine.
No,
not the our full military force.
He didn't deploy the full military force. He just ordered a strike. Again, he didn't declare war.
No, he didn't. But
now this could definitely start a war.
Yes.
I don't know a single president, James Fred, that has declared
Obama.
war.
No, none of them have
declared war. Right.
No, not declared war, but Obama did strikes. I don't know.
Bush was probably the last president that might have declared war.
War, right.
And that was war on terrorists, right?
Right. And what's his name? Iraq. What? And where was it? Iraq or Kuwait? Kuwait might have been the proxy.
I think it started off as Desert Shield. It was Kuwait, and then when it transitioned into Desert Storm, I think it blossomed into Iraq.
I'll be honest
he was well within his rights. The problem is the hypocrisy of it.
Right.
Because this is the same cat who talked so bad about Obama when he was talking about it, and said that Obama was a coward and he was gonna go to war against Iran to try to boost his numbers, and we had no business being over there and messing with any of that. And now his intelligence committee,
hey,
8 weeks ago.
Excuse me. Can somebody go check on Mario?
No, he all right. He all right. He okay. Just let it slide, brother. Just let it slide.
Okay. Give me a little word, man.
You know, 8 weeks ago, the intelligence committee met and they said that Iran had no nuclear weapons. Now, the lady that's in charge of that is a Trump hire. Okay. This dude then gets on the news and says, "Yeah, I know she said that, but don't listen to her. She don't pay no attention to her."
His exact words was, "I don't care what she said."
Yeah. And once he said that, I think everybody should have known, yeah, he finna do something crazy. The strike doesn't surprise me. Actually, I thought it was going to be done a lot sooner. It is what it is, man. The problem is how Iran is actually going to respond to this.
Yes.
That's gonna be the question. If they want to escalate, then it will turn into a war. If they decide to sit back and wait a year or two or see what happens, I don't know. But it's we talking about Donald Trump, man. Like, none of this stuff should surprise us, for real. It only surprises the MAGA people who really believe that this dude, really believe that he was not down with war. If it's going to benefit him or his agenda, of course he is.
Right.
And how much of the stuff that he has said during the campaign period has he contradicted? He has contradicted so much of the stuff that he said he wouldn't do, and he criticized Joe Biden about. You've done the same thing or worse.
Well, he was the one that said that he was gonna there's gonna be no more forever wars. Mm-hmm. He said that he wouldn't go to war. Right. I mean, these are the things that he said on the campaign trail. But I mean, and he calls himself a non-political person, but he has turned into the absolute thing that he railed against was in the swamp of being a politician.
And the only people that are surprised by that
are the
MAGA people. You got a lot of MAGA people now that are pissed that he bombed Iran. But my question is, what did y'all think was going to happen?
I mean, this is what you voted for. This is crazy to me if you sit back and think about it, man.
Well, here's the thing. Absolutely. I don't think they voted for this. I don't think they voted for it because of what Trump said, okay? Because of what he said. People like us who were able to think logically understand the man is a liar, okay?
Mhm.
The MAGA folks, for some reason, believed Donald Trump was telling the truth. They weren't following the narrative. So they didn't vote. They didn't vote
excuse me.
for this.
Excuse me.
Yes, sir.
James Fred.
Uh-huh.
Is that old guy in the background on PBS?
Yeah, that's Bob Ross. That's
Yeah,
Bob
Bob Ross, man. Yeah, with the afro, the white dude with the afro.
I ain't heard none of y'all say it. That caught my attention. That's why I moved close. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's
Focus.
That's Bob Ross.
We
back
need
there.
you to focus, Lovejoy.
Focus,
Focus.
little dress.
That's that
Focus.
ADHD kicking in, fellas. I'm sorry. I saw the fro. There he is. Look.
Yeah, that's Bob Ross back there, man.
Okay. That just. And if I can be honest,
Just
guys,
to help you out, every weekend on YouTube, his channel goes live replaying all his videos every
for real?
weekend.
Oh, okay. My bad, y'all. Y'all was talking about something important. Okay, go ahead.
Wow.
But yeah, man, the Mac there, and that's why you have a lot of them upset now. That's now saying all of a sudden he's a traitor. He's turned on them. It's because they believe this dude. They believed it, and now they're finally seeing that the dude is going to do anything that's going to benefit him and try to make his name great.
Right there, he's trying to make sure his name gets put in the history books.
Absolutely.
That's really all this is about. He's trying to make sure his name is counted in the annals of history. That's all. That's it.
So you really don't think they voted for this?
No,
they voted.
They
voted for it directly or indirectly. I think they voted for one thing, but this is what you get. Let me be honest. I think the people that voted for him and the upholdment, whatever, of white supremacy.
I don't know about white supremacy. Here's the thing: if you think about true conservatism and true Republicans, Donald Trump is not that. The problem is that's what they thought. Donald Trump does not stand for Christian values. Donald Trump does not stand for traditional values. None of that stuff that they believe that he stood for, he's just not. And that's just, listen, anybody listening that's a conservative that likes Donald Trump, those are just facts. It ain't got nothing to do with nothing else. It's just facts. Whatever you feel about it. So to vote for him based on that was just stupid. And a lot of people now are seeing that. Y'all, he never stood. I don't know what about Donald Trump made these people think that he stood for all these traditional values that Republicans and conservatives are supposed to stand for. This is why you got a whole nother faction of MAGA Republicans and now what they want to call Rhino Republicans, because they don't want to get with the crap that he's doing.
What kind of Republican?
Rhino Republicans. Republican in name only.
Oh, okay.
They're saying that these are Republicans. These are the ones who have talked against Trump. And so they've kind of ostracized them off to the side. And it's ridiculous, man. I talked to some people, and it's like you have to make up a whole narrative about what's going on to try to support it.
Yeah, you got to twist yourself in a knot.
You really do.
Like I asked some people, I made a post on Facebook. I was like, man, it's crazy how everybody's a political analyst now.
Yeah, I saw that.
And I had people commenting, man, and all I'm doing is asking questions. Now I done heard something about, he knew there was nukes because of so-called earthquakes they had over in Iran. What? They weren't really earthquakes. They were nuclear tests. Are you kidding me? Like, y'all gotta come up with all this stuff. if you are okay with him bombing Iran, just say that.
Right.
Yeah.
So what the
Try
thing
to
is,
come up with all these crazy narratives to justify it. In
That-
my eyes, he's the president. It's well within his rights. Whatever.
but they didn't have enough nuclear yellow cake. They didn't have enough fusion even to make a bomb yet. So how could they say that there have been testing when they couldn't? When it's been said that they don't have enough material to make a bomb.
You heard what the man said. He don't care nothing about what that lady said.
Doc, this was a play out of George W.'s book.
And I was gonna bring that. That was gonna be the other thing I brought up. Go ahead,
The
Mario.
weapons of mass destruction over
Still
there.
ain't found them. Still ain't found them.
Still ain't found them. That's what this is. That's all. But that was the excuse to do what he did. That's all. That's it. That's
Lovejoy,
all.
Lovejoy, I want to ask you a question.
Lovejoy is uninterested in this. So
I know.
before you ask the question, I just want you to look at his face. He is very much
already know that.
uninterested.
What Lovejoy? What is the scripture that says that we have to back whatever play or whatever
Israel.
blessing there is?
Say it again.
What's the scripture that talks about us supporting Israel in the Bible?
Let's go back to the scripture.
It says that if you bless Israel, you'll be blessed.
Careful.
I'm thinking of the wording. The problem
Yeah.
is that scripture is not
Hold on.
talking about this current state of Israel.
Okay.
Um,
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, James Fred. Thank you
yeah,
for doing it.
that's
Thanks,
that's
James Fred. I was trying to get Lovejoy back in the thing.
Lovejoy don't care nothing about what we talking about right now, Steve. He is checked out. He watching Bob Ross back there.
Oh,
So
I really was. I really was. And when I wasn't watching him, y'all saw me looking outside.
Yeah, you saw that.
I was looking at the little ducks in the little creek down here behind I'm in my bedroom, so I was just y'all go ahead. I mean,
he in the bedroom in the penthouse.
Go
house,
ahead.
so
Well,
he up high.
dig into that. I really want to go deeper
Dig into what?
that whole.
The Bible is not talking about us supporting this current state of Israel right now. That's
Mhm.
not what the Bible is talking about. It's
Well,
not
in Genesis,
talking about.
I'm gonna read the scripture for some of those who might want to know. In Genesis 12:3, it says, "I will."
okay, see, stop before you even read that. You see where you are?
Who?
You in the Old Testament chronologue.
I
Right.
am.
And you have to be careful, and it's exactly what James was talking about.
Right. I
This
just want- Go ahead.
particular pericope text.
Here you go with the pericopes.
pericope. That's four.
Still don't know.
This particular text has nothing to do with current Israel, and we cannot enforce our narrative on the scripture. That's called a strained eisegesis. I agree completely with what James Fred said, which is a strange look for me, but I do agree with what he said.
Okay.
Now let me go back to watching my show on James. Go ahead, Steve.
All right, so in Genesis 12:3, this is the, and I'm only saying this because we have a lot of Christians and Republicans pull this out of
That's
somewhere,
because they're stupid.
and they say, well, we're bombing Iran because we're gonna protect and we want to protect Israel. We want to be behind Israel. So this is where this is coming from. I want y'all to know this is important. This is Genesis 12:3. It says, "I will bless those who bless you, and I will curse those who curse you. And in all the families of the earth shall be blessed."
Mm-hmm.
Go
Now, I've discussed this with some people. Nowhere in that scripture does it says you have to support Israel. That is not what it says. Even if
Well,
you
first of all, we did something that was wrong, and Steve, as a preacher, should know better than to do
I
that.
should have read the whole. Yes, I.
You should have read the whole exact same thing.
But
You
I'm just
can't
saying.
get started in the text.
Look, I'm being like the Republicans. I'm only taking that one little piece.
Hey, yeah. Steve knew it probably when he opened his mouth to start reading. He knew it didn't even feel right because
Right.
you cannot start.
Right.
Okay, Mario, make sure you take notes since you gonna start preaching here soon. I don't know how, but take notes. Mario, never ever do that.
Right.
Never
Don't
ever
have to do
start a
that.
scripture. You have to explain content and
Right.
before you even start reading it.
Right.
just to bring the people up to date in terms of why they were saying what they
Right.
were saying.
Well, I didn't
Steve
want-
just broke out and just started reading.
Right.
And I know that didn't feel right.
It didn't.
Well, the
Because I
context
knew I
of
started
Genesis
preaching if I
12
did.
has nothing to do with an undying support of Israel. That's just not, it's not there. I don't
Right.
care how much they try to read into those scriptures, it's not there.
It's not.
So,
It's not.
so when they bring that up, I tend to ignore them because all you want to do, like who was that? Ted Cruz, when he was
Ted
talking
Cruz.
to Tucker Carlson.
Did y'all see that?
Tucker Carlson put him up against the wall. Like, wait a minute.
I mean, Tucker Carlson gave him the business, doc.
He was like, hold on. So you trying to say that we're supposed to support this 1948 state of Israel?
And who
Is that-
started the fight, by the way?
Israel.
Israel.
They always starting something. They got to
Them
be
folks been
starting something.
cutting up since they've been around.
So you want to
It's
be
almost like
sorry.
they got that short man syndrome.
They got the short man syndrome.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But that's Netanyahu, and we're supposed to believe. And here's my problem. I'm not so far up Israel's butt that they don't commit wrong. They started this war in Gaza. Well, no,
Mhm.
that's not true. My bad. That's wrong. That's wrong.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, Hamas did
That's
that.
wrong. Hamas started that.
Hamas.
But they often start a lot of stuff that has
But what they
it
doing
pulls us
now,
into it.
what they doing now has nothing to do with what Hamas did.
Right.
This ain't got. Listen, you got these folks still there, and you got Netanyahu and Trump sitting down talking about putting resorts in Gaza.
Right.
Come on, man. We know what this is about. And this is what I'm saying. People just don't listen to Donald Trump when he talks. That's my problem with his followers. Y'all know exactly what he's thinking of. Y'all just the man can't shut up. Just listen to him and just listen. He's telling you. The man wants to put resorts in Gaza.
Right.
So what do y'all think this is about? Why do you think he's giving this undying attention and support to Israel? That ain't got nothing to do with the Bible. He wants the land.
He wants the land.
Absolutely, James Fred.
And these folks that want to get into these theological discussions, man, please shut up. Your mama stink. I don't care. Listen, I am Steve, you know me. I have no problems debating. I'll talk scripture with people all day, but I will not entertain foolishness.
Right.
I'm just not gonna do that. And for somebody to come at me and tell me we are to support Israel in this nonsense.
That's nice.
And then he got me looking back there. Now I done seen all these, man. Stop.
You see how he bursting the sky in? You see it?
That boy can't focus worth nothing.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I really don't give two shits about none.
Well, here's the other thing. I'm gonna move it along. Now that we've
That fro is tight though, y'all.
Okay, hold on real quick, Steve. Hold on. Let me tell you how he got the fro. Let me give you a story real quick. How the fro came about.
Okay.
When he first moved out to California, he moved out there. He didn't have no money, right? He was going out there to teach people painting classes. He didn't have no money.
Bob Ross now, people. Go ahead.
Yeah, we're talking about Bob Ross. Y'all. He was going to a friend of his wedding. He didn't have money to cut his hair, so he had somebody perm it so he could go to the wedding. The problem is when he started on TV, he had the fro. He didn't like it, but he had the fro, and people began to know him by the hair. So the producers of the show convinced him to, and his wife convinced him to keep it. No. But he never really liked it. Never really liked the fro. I can talk about Bob Ross all day. But
hey, y'all go ahead, man. Y'all go ahead. Go ahead. I'm watching. What are you doing now? Them clouds.
Anyway.
Next topic, Stephen.
So, but I was going to end.
Hey, Mario, you ain't got to like. You ain't got to like what I'm doing.
I was going to end the subject with what happens when Iran hits back.
Well, see, that's my thing, man. That's my thing. We're gonna have to wait and see how they're gonna respond.
That's what
We just gonna have to wait and see what they do
what,
and
what
how
the
they gonna
response
respond.
is. Well, we're going to have to wait to see what they do. I'm kind of nervous because there's a thing called sleeper cells.
Yeah.
It ain't got shit to do with nothing right now. What the sleeper cells got to do with this, Mario?
What you mean? What they got to do with it?
I'm asking a question.
You don't think they have people over here?
Just explain. What does sleeper cells have to do with
War.
as it pertains to the United States? What does sleeper cells have to do with what's
Okay,
going on?
if sleeper cells
and
are
tied
activated, then tied into it. Okay, if you activate a sleeper cell, they can go bomb stuff on our soil here.
I mean, but why? What's
Why
the
not?
objective? What's the objective here?
You bombed us, let's bomb you. You hurt us, let's hurt you. This war.
So the question becomes: is does Iran really want to do that? Because remember, we got an idiot in office, and they know that. So the question becomes: like we don't have a diplomatic guy in office right now
At all. Just brutal.
So the question that they have to ask themselves is, if this is how we want to respond, are we ready for the aftermath? Because remember, Trump got all these patriots pushing him and all of that, who just love the fact that he's dropping bombs and he's willing to. So I'm just wondering if Iran, if they really want to take it there. Yeah, they can cause some damage, but I don't know if I would mess with Donald Trump on his high horse. I don't know if that's a good idea.
You what?
I don't know if I would mess with Donald Trump while he's on his high horse. I don't know if that's a good idea for them. Honestly, I don't.
I mean, what more could Donald Trump do? You think he would try to nuke that country?
Listen, at this point, I have no idea. There's no telling. But we talking about Donald Trump. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, help me out, guys. Help me out here. And,
Donald John Quavius Trump.
I'm really trying to understand.
Uh-huh.
So Israel starts a fight.
Right.
The United States gets involved to help out Israel. Am I correct so far?
Well,
I ain't paid attention. I'm just gonna be honest.
So
y'all can tell I ain't paid attention.
You got to remember, this has been going on a lot longer than now. Okay.
Yeah, but what I'm asking now is, so Israel starts a fight. We get involved. We had nothing to do with it, right?
Right.
But we get involved.
Right.
So are you saying now that Iraq is going to retaliate on us? Iran is going to retaliate on us?
They could, because it was us who bombed them.
Right.
It was us who just dropped bombs on them. So if they decided to, yeah, it would be retaliation against us.
I'm just trying to make sense of it. Honestly, I really am. I'm just
go back to watching Bob Ross. Go back to watching Bob Ross. You out of it right now.
But I'm just saying, so it's
but seriously, Dupree, I'm really trying to understand our involvement in this and
we should have never.
What did we have to do with this?
We didn't.
We did. We interjected ourselves in the middle of something.
Hold on a second. So, Lovejoy, Israel bombed Iran, threw some bombs over Iran. They've been back and forth for years, right?
Right.
But recently it's been ramped up, and so Netanyahu, since he's been in office, has been yelling that Iran has nuclear capabilities and that any day now they're going to be able to make a weapon.
This is what happened while they made the Iran deal back when Obama was president.
Right.
Okay, I'm with you.
When Trump
I'm saying
got
with you.
elected, he pulled us out.
Right. And so when Trump got elected, he pulled the deal. And so Iran was like, bet, let me ramp up. Right. But in the deal that Obama made with Iran, not only did he pull some of the restrictions off of them, but they had to let people in to check their nuclear plants
Okay.
to make sure that they did not have any or was close to making a nuclear weapon. When Trump said, I'm pulling all that out, Iran said, bet, right? Now, we just had some of the people that do that go in and look at them and say, hey, they're still nowhere near able to make a weapon. But Netanyahu, since he's been in office, and which has been since what 1990s or something, 90s, he's always been screaming, they got weapons, they got weapons, they got weapons. And so now he went to Trump after they done threw some bombs over there and say, hey, Trump, they are weeks away from getting a bomb. And so Trump was like, bet, we got your back, and went over and bombed the nuclear sites, which was not smart to me because then you have radiation spill. But anyway, bombed the nuclear sites in Iran. And this is where we are now. So now Iran was already, the Ayatollah already said, or it's a Khomeini. Khomeini always said, which is a leader of Iran, already said, you come mess with us, we got something for you. You come
So
bomb.
we bomb nuclear plants.
We bomb nuclear sites in Iran.
So here's what's funny.
So they were in the process of making nuclear.
No, they've always had nuclear sites.
Right.
The problem is they didn't have enough uranium to enrich to make nuclear bombs.
Okay.
That's what.
Okay.
This is what everybody kept saying. So here's the logic that I was thinking of. Do we really believe that if Donald Trump actually thought that they had enriched uranium and was weeks away from making nuclear weapons, would he have just dropped bombs on nuclear sites and took chances on leaking all that enriched uranium? I don't think so. Trump knew what he was doing, man. This ain't got nothing to do with no nuclear weapons.
It don't sound like it does, James Fred. This sounds like big business for me.
Big business, and I want to show you how long my nuts hang.
Right.
That's all.
And that's why I was asking the question. So why would the sleeper cells now all of a sudden be mobilized?
Because they still bombed Iran, so they still pissed off.
Iran is pissed off with us. Is that what I'm saying? Okay.
Yeah. The man had already been on TV and said Donald Trump mama's a hoe. So so yeah, they pissed off.
And please forgive me to our audience and to these amazing smart gentlemen on the show. Please forgive me. I just don't give two shits about it. And maybe it's out of my ignorance, but I apologize. I promise you, I haven't been keeping up with none of this stuff, man. So that's why I'm asking questions. So please forgive me.
That's okay, because I'm sure there's some other brothers and sisters that weren't really looking at it either. But the thing is, when your children start knocking on the door and say, hey, we need to send some folks over, you better know why your child is leaving the house. And this is my other thing with MAGA folk, is that not only have you not thought about, you got nobody to build your houses, you ain't got nobody to till your land, and now your children might be sent over to fight in a war that you really didn't want. But you voted for this. You voted for this. You about to be Job up in this bad boy. You done lost your children, lost your house and all your land. It's about to be bad for you.
Hide your wife, hide your kids. That's all.
Hey, Ernest, it is pretty serious, Doc. Because back to Mario's point, I'm sure there's some sales
What's up,
here.
Ernie?
There's some sales here in America. I'm sure there is.
Absolutely.
And they looking at soft targets to get at. And what's a soft target? Church, shopping malls, power plants, anything that can cause major havoc without a whole lot of security, they're going to hit.
Yep.
And I'm not trying to look, people. I'm not trying to make everybody paranoid, But I want you to, as black
Ernest.
people,
That's all I was saying.
right?
What's that comment, Ernest? Just put out.
Yeah. Oh, it's all about big money, dude.
Yeah, that's
Especially when it comes
War-
to war.
War is big business.
War is period. You said it. That's it, Lovejoy. War is business. But I want y'all to be wary, and I want as black people, because I want to transition to this other thing right before. Right, watch this. MAGA folks are getting emboldened, and they are. Who was the one that just a MAGA person went to go shoot up some here and recently?
Not that I can recall.
No, yeah, the shootings up in Minnesota. Shot the congresswoman and her husband dead. MAGA person.
Oh, yeah.
I missed it. Really?
Yes, up in Minnesota.
Was he MAGA?
He was MAGA. He went after one lady and her husband. She was a representative in Minnesota, shot her and her husband dead. Went to another house of a representative, shot him and his wife. They survived. This was a MAGA person. And now we've got a shooting in a church in Michigan, Weston, Michigan. Went into a church and shot at a security guard, but another security guard came in and somebody hit him with a truck, which is crazy to me. Hit him with a truck, and then the security guard shot him dead.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. They hit the man with a truck and then shot him?
Somebody hit him with a truck, and then one of the security guards came up and shot him dead.
Jesus Christ.
He went to a church. Now, this was another Caucasian male entering the church. And so this is why I'm telling you, I want us to be informed and to keep us vigilant.
Yeah,
to have our eyes open, man. We just can't, black people, we've done a good job. Listen to me. We have done a great job of staying out of Hispanic folks' issues. We not protested with them. We ain't doing stuff with them. We have done a wonderful job, and they're going to keep pressing us to be involved because they just want a reason. They need a reason to come after us. So I'm going to want to talk to Lovejoy and Mario about, once again, protection. And I want to talk about protection in our churches. And because look, once again, a church is a soft target. You know what I mean when I say soft target?
So
yeah,
you can get to it. You can get to it easy.
You can get to it. Soft targets have limited.
Easily. You can get to us easy.
So I'm not trying to be paranoid. I ain't trying to freak folks out, but I do want you to have your eyes open. So Lovejoy, Mario, what should we do at our soft target places like our churches, like our gymnasiums where black people hang out? Because MAGA, for all intents and words, is becoming mega, right? And getting crazier.
Mario.
Okay. At my church, we have a plan in place. We have designated carriers. And those people are designated to carry in case of an event. The congregation has been told to get down. Just hit the floor and let those designated shooters do their job. I think every church should have a plan in place just in case. And we started that after the Dylan Ruth thing. Mm-hmm. We started that, and after we started making sure the men started going to the range, making sure you were familiar with your firearms, and all of that, because we have several officers now in the congregation. And like I said, so the plan was put into place that, we would have designated shooters, designated carriers. And those people would be responsible for protecting us if anything went down.
Can I interject right quick? I want to interject. I want to go back to Ernest with this right here, because I hadn't had a chance to really verify this.
Yeah.
But I did hear that they have moved all the uranium from the sites before America got there.
Before they bombed.
But I can't verify that.
Okay.
That's why I didn't say it, because I really wanted to laugh. If they had moved it before we got there, that's just then we wasted another billion some odd dollars. But go ahead.
If that be the case.
Right.
But there you go. There you go. Put a plan in place. Have your designated shooters. Oh, excuse me. The thing that for a black church, we had a white for a black church. How can I? I'm trying to say it without sound, but I'll just say it like I mean it. You got a black church. When a white person shows up at a black church, you should be on high alert. And that's you know, we are on high. We had a white man come, but he was an older white man. We had an older white man come to the church maybe about 2 weeks ago.
Really?
And stood up and gave a testimony during our 10 o'clock testimony service. You should have seen all of the designated shooters. We was, I mean, watching like hawks. But yeah, so if somebody looks strange at a black church, you can tell when somebody's not supposed to be there. They stick out like a sore thumb. They stick out like a sore thumb.
That statement right there ought to scream pretty loud that we live in a time to where somebody says when somebody's not supposed to be there at a church.
Right. That's crazy.
Well,
it's reality though.
It's
Right.
been reality though, love. It's been reality.
Yeah.
The most segregated hour in America is church time. Black folks.
But we chose to ignore the obvious, and it's a shame, James, that we have to do that. But that is our new norm now. But watch this. As a former intelligence analyst, police officer, and pastor, I see things a little bit different.
Okay.
In that I do not want every guy, when I was pastoring, I didn't want certain guys to be in the spirit. I wanted them to be watchmen.
Mm-hmm.
And I strategically placed men who we learned this, outside in the parking lot, in the vestibule, in the auditorium. Don't call it a sanctuary. Those are my own theological ideas. So I strategically did that, and they were instructed not to smile. Psychologically, if a person is going to cause harm, they are observing the people. And when they are distracted is when they can do the most damage. So if you walk up on a guy who's Mario size and he's just staring a hole in you and he has his hand folded, you're going to think twice. And even if you get past him, there's another guy in the vestibule, he's carrying, and he's staring at you again. And I made sure that people saw that my guys had on earpieces. We played the psychological game. Now watch this. Because we are so emotional in church, the average person in church is not looking for a person to come in and harm her because it is God's house. Y'all see the ignorance in that?
Mm-hmm.
So I make sure that my guys were armed. And guess what? Crazy as it sounds, there was a Glock, my Glock, that's right over there. It was on the stage with me. And it sat on one of my speakers. Everybody knew Pastor Gunn was sitting on stage. Because if you came in there and you acted up, you was going to regret that Sunday you walked up in our church. Now watch this. Here's the reality of all of this, guys. It's the day and age we live in. Unfortunately, we have to do that. But I put my guys in very stressful situations because in those situations, your breathing changes. And you don't realize that. If somebody came in your house, Steve, right now, God forbid, and I cover your house with the blood of Jesus, and I'm not speaking anything evil, I'll take that back. If someone came in my house, do you realize you shallow breathe? That means oxygen is not getting to your brain.
Right.
And so you will, when you start engaging a person, you really don't know a person from another person. I'll tell you this story and I'll be done. I was out on the call and I was called to a 1097. Got there. I was the first person there. Went up on the scene. They were fighting. It was about 20 dudes out there. I got to fighting with 4 of them. Isaiah Billings started shooting at me.
That name for me.
Started shooting at me, right? My breathing became erratic, shallow breathing. And then so when the state troopers came, because they have to take over scene, and then he says, Officer Lovejoy, are you okay? You know, they normally take your firearm away from you and they sit down and talk to you. And I said, yeah, but he was throwing trash cans at me. I said, throwing trash cans at you? You know? I said, why do you keep throwing those trash cans at me? Do you know psychologically my brain did something weird? Bullets that was flying past my head became trash cans. So your mind does something very weird. And I'm saying that to say, how do we deal with soft targets? When someone comes in our church and we can't readily identify them, psychologically, you know your brain changes then. So I've even put Keisha in situations where she in her nightgown and put her on the floor and gave her a scenario because I realized her thinking is going to change and her breathing is going to change. So what do? We have trained men and women to engage individuals who come in our church who probably won't leave that Sunday. That's all I'm saying. So that's what I think we should do is training. And I think we need to make people aware that this is our new reality, unfortunately.
I got a question for you. When the bullets turn to trash cans,
come on, sir, set it up.
Did you leave quit the force after that?
No.
Okay, all right. So to our audience, if you are ever in a situation to where you're being shot at and the bullets turn to trash cans, please leave whatever it is that you are doing. Okay. That's not normal.
And I don't want to make light of this, bro. Please.
I understand what you. No, listen to what I'm saying, Lovejoy. If that's the case, that's not the field for somebody. That's dangerous.
That's not true. James Fred, there's a study that's done with police officers who've been shot at psychologically when you're in that moment. Even when we're on high-speed chases, everything does this, James Fred. You have tunnel vision. You're going at 125 miles an hour, chasing somebody, everything closes in. Your breathing changes. So it does something to you psychologically, James. That's all I'm saying. There's been guys who said they seen basketballs. There's been guys who saying they seen bricks. That's what your brain, and I'm not saying it happens to everybody. I just know I was in a fight with 4 other guys, fighting for my life, calling for backup, code 3, and all of a sudden I hear it, but I didn't realize I was being shot at. And I saw metal trash cans coming past me. Now, that's not to make light of that, James. What that is that's the situation that I was in. And your brain is not receiving the oxygen that it needs when you're in a tight situation. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. Got you.
Well, all right. So I don't have any more questions, guys. I don't have any more questions. But go ahead.
Damn, James Fred went on.
Yeah.
I guess I was going to ask the question as a general citizen, what should we do? What should we do? Yep.
As far as what?
I don't know. Is it a time to worry? Is it a time to be worried? Is it a time to be on high alert?
I say be vigilant.
Right. That's what I say. I say just be vigilant. Don't walk around with your eyes closed or eye on something else, man. You always need to have your eye, especially in this at this time. And what I'm gonna say this, and I know y'all gonna get mad at me, but I mean we gotta look out for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Black, white, you got to have your eye open, man. Because
what you saying, help them or just watch them?
Be aware of them.
Be aware. You mean in a cautious state?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. I'm saying don't walk around paranoid, but just have your eye open. That's always been my thing. That's just my thing. And before my kids leave the house and my wife, I'm like, I love you, and I pray over them, but always keep your eye open. Check your 6. Always check your 6.
3 and 9.
3 and 9.
Yes, sir.
Definitely got to keep your head.
I won't say it's unfortunate, but it is our current reality now.
Mm-hmm.
It's our current reality.
Well, it's been our reality, especially as black folks. Growing up in a black neighborhood, you had to do it anyway. So it did. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that now we might have to look more out for white folks because they didn't go crazy, and have to look for them. Man, we've been doing this.
I don't know what this is that's in the air though now, and I'm about to get on my soapbox with this. I don't know what this is that's in the air that's causing those. I don't want to say it's all MAGA individuals, but there's this boldness that has risen up in our Caucasian brothers and sisters. Where
black fatigue, they tired of you niggas.
Is that what it is?
Yeah,
that's what the rise of Trump. That's all.
I thought it was the rise of Trump because it's like once upon a time
they wouldn't have challenged us the way they
wouldn't have challenged us like that. And I'm like, the audacity, and I won't even say caucasity, the audacity of some of them. I just had a woman just in my building walking down the hall, minding my own business.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in the penthouse. Do you know this heifer had the nerve to ask me, did I live in this building?
Yeah,
watch this. And I said it before I knew it. Please forgive me. We have to blip this part out. Okay. Put your hand on the button, Steve. I don't know. We got one.
You gonna say it? You gonna say it? It's gonna say
it. Okay, good. Thank you. Thank you for permission. I said, hey, bitch, I was the first person that moved in this building. What do you mean am I supposed to be in here? You have to have a key fob to even get in my building to walk on my floor. What do you mean? And that's what I'm talking about, like the entitlement, this boldness to say, I said, you just moved here 2 months ago. And so now you asking me a question because of the color of my skin? Oh, I'm not supposed to live in this building? That's what I'm talking about, the boldness of these people now, y'all. And it burns me to where like my booty hairs starts to hurt because they are so entitled. What's going on with these people, man? They're gonna fool around. What's the saying? They're gonna
fool around and find out.
But the other part, Mario.
Right.
Yeah.
Do y'all know how upset a nigga gotta be for his booty hairs to hurt? Yeah. I just want y'all to understand the gravity of that, of how upset somebody has to be for their booty hairs.
Right. Hurt.
Really? And for a minute there, James Fred, I thought about going to get a wax, but I could not see myself with my legs up in the air or me on all fours.
Hey, man.
TMI, bro.
Yeah, I know. Woo! I know, but that's that they were like burning, you know. You remember back in the day, I ain't sure if y'all grandma used to say this, you know, when you ain't wipe yourself good and then you say boo boo biting you. That's how I felt. Like she made my ass hurt. It's like someone was biting my ass.
It made it itch.
It made it itch.
There you go.
That's black fatigue, man. They tired of having to cater to you niggas. So,
Right.
so now, you know what I'm saying? They out here, you know, you got the woman on TV who said she feel like she should be able to say the N-word.
Right. That's
what did I do, James Fred? Explain that then.
Say what?
It's not.
What did I do?
It's not about.
What did you do? You walk around here in your penthouse with your car and your motorcycles and all of that stuff, and they tired of having to tip your toe around you. They want to call you a nigga and they can't say it. So they tired of y'all, man.
Okay, here's a little humor. Explain that little YouTube TikTok where the little boy was having a birthday party at Chuck E. Cheese. Then the little white boy came over. He was about to make a wish. And the little white boy came over and blew it out and then ran off. Y'all seen that?
Yeah, I saw it.
You seen that?
Oh yeah. It's spreading around TikTok. And I'm like, just for him to even think that was okay. The audacity for this little young 7-8-year-old boy to interrupt the birthday party of this black kid who was making a wish about to blow eyes, and this boy thought it was cool to come over blow eyes camera.
Okay, was that a black and white thing, or was that just a child being crazy?
I don't know, but I'm gonna go extreme. I'm gonna say it's a black and white thing.
Apparently, he ain't got no home training. First of all, let's deal with that.
But again, of course, but I mean, you know, I don't know.
I'm blaming everything, James, on black and white now.
I got you. I understand. I got you.
But I mean, it is true, Lovejoy, that some I'm not gonna say all. I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna say most of the perpetrators of crime now by a certain segment of our society. See how I did that? See how I did that? That's nice and diplomatic.
Say it again, though. Say it again.
I
wasn't ready for that. Steve. Say it again.
I don't know if I can. But they're the entitlement because they feel they can get away with anything. When Trump would pardon January 6 folks, do you know how excited some of these folks got? Because now they feel like I'm covered. I can do anything I want to do. I can say anything I want to say.
And some of them did.
Right. And so when he pardoned those folks, these folks got excited and said, I can do anything I want because I got Donald Trump in office.
Yep.
But here's the problem, though. Here's the issue. Is the January 6th, folks, that was, again, a political statement that Trump was trying to make. He don't care nothing about y'all.
About him, he care nothing about them. Barely.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It's a statement he's trying to make. Now they tried to sweeten it. They said that it's not the fact that those people did what they did. They just feel like they didn't get so-called due process and fair trials. Whatever. Mm-hmm. But here's the thing, though, and this is what you other folks need to understand. He don't care nothing about y'all. So y'all gotta be careful when y'all out here talking crazy and doing crazy stuff. He ain't coming to y'all rescue.
Right. All right, let me ask y'all this for everybody. So, and I know y'all can't think for him or predict or whatever for Donald Trump. But what do you think he was thinking when he pardoned what's the gang member name?
Larry Hoover.
Larry Hoover.
Dang, Ernest.
Bro, I still don't understand that because Larry Hoover still isn't getting out of jail. So I don't, and not unless he's going to convince the governor to pardon him from his state charges.
His state charges.
200 years of state charges.
Yeah,
so I don't understand. I don't understand that one. I'm baffled on that one, honestly. I don't understand the point of it.
He's trying to placate y'all black folk, trying to throw y'all a bone.
I don't think that's it, Steve. That doesn't do anything for us. No, I haven't seen one black person yet that is excited that Larry Hoover got pardoned.
Dude, when he pardoned Kodak Black.
Kodak Black got out of jail. NBA Youngboy got out of jail. Larry Hoover got 200 years of state charges.
I understand that, but to me, it's the same thing.
I don't know.
But look at the base he's playing to.
Yeah, that was my thing. Is he doing it because he's playing us? Because he realized that these are influencers in our community?
which is crazy because you're picking criminals to say that to placate us, which is crazy.
Larry Hoover has turned his life around. He's wrote books and all of that kind of stuff. But again, to do that, but he's still locked up. I don't understand that move at all. Like, I don't get it. I thought maybe by now, I thought he was going to call the governor and say, hey, pardon him so we can get out of these state charges. But he hadn't done that. So to me, it just doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense. It's all a grandstand for him.
But Larry Hoover, I mean,
so he can say he did his part.
He did something. He didn't do no part. Something. Right.
Yeah.
It's all about the money or deflection in one form or another.
Agreed.
But always go back to the money.
You're always fueling, but he needs to fuel his ego. Some of this is ego driven as well.
I believe Donald Trump is an egomaniac. The Larry Hoover thing, though, I just don't get. I don't see how that helps. I don't know why somebody who would pay him to do that, and the man's still locked up. Like, that just doesn't. I mean, I don't know. That one baffled. It did.
Well, maybe it's a theory. Maybe he did it so he can now turn back to a certain community of people and say, "See,
I did this
for your community," realizing his charges. I did this because I believe in him. Do you think that would change the narrative of how Black people see him?
It would, if he was to call the governor and get the governor to pardon him, I could see that.
He still has a millionaire Black friends.
Just to do it, and the man's still locked up. Nothing has changed with what he does. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't understand that one at all. I don't get it. I don't. And if there are Black people out there that are celebrating that because Trump did it, then I would have to question their sanity. I would have to question their intelligence. I would, because I don't understand why would you be so happy that he pardoned Larry Hoover, but he's still locked up 200 years. So Trump commuted sentence and that took off 100 years. I mean, I don't. That one don't make sense. I don't.
You got life or 200 years.
Right. Like it's like I mean, it don't make sense to me. Again, I thought he was gonna call the governor and tell the governor to let the man out of jail, but he didn't do that.
That right there, Ernest, I agree with you right there. I told you he's like Barnum and Bailey was back in the day. You know, he knows how to play the public. He knows how to play media.
Right.
You know, that's it.
I don't think we get that cat credit for that, but he does know how to play the media.
You know, he knows how to play the media.
It's rather entertaining.
It's very entertaining.
It would be very entertaining if the balance of the U.S. wasn't hanging in the balance of all of it.
Right.
You know,
if it didn't have a chance to follow
the soul of your country is hanging in the balance of his foolishness.
No, I'm just saying you just never know what this cat is gonna say, who he's gonna play to. If it fits his narrative, he's gonna play to it. So that's the part that's entertaining to me. That you just never know what's gonna come out of this cat's mouth.
Shoot, he don't know.
He don't. Right. I was going to say he just be winging it, man.
Right. He just talks.
Right. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. All people got to do is listen to him, man, and you'll know what he's talking about and what he's doing. He can't keep his mouth shut.
He can't keep that. He cannot do. He's gonna tell you.
It is. It's a billionaire game.
We don't know the rule. Is he a billionaire?
Yeah, he is now. Between crypto and all his other little, his shoe with crypto.
The one thing he is doing,
Bibles.
One thing he is doing is setting himself up to be fat when he leave office, though.
That's exactly right.
If he leaves office,
I think he's gonna leave. All that money he's stacking up, he ain't got no reason to stay playing no dictate him. Man, please, he gonna ruin this country and get on.
Okay, well then now you have to explain why Putin is still in office.
Say what now?
Then you have to explain why Putin is still in office. He's a
Putin
dictator,
ain't-
but he's
Putin
one
ain't going nowhere.
He's number what, 3 in terms
Putin
of being
ain't going nowhere.
the richest man.
Putin
Yeah,
and
but-
Netanyahu ain't going nowhere.
But keep this in mind: Trump 83 years old, sir. He ain't got many more days left. He ain't got many more days left. I don't know how old Putin is, but I'm pretty sure he ain't 83.
Yeah, Putin been president for a long time.
Long time.
Young.
Got in when he was young.
Long
Donald
time.
Trump.
The one dude that was opposing him died on an airplane.
Go figure that.
Mm.
Go figure that.
You know, so yeah, Putin's something else, man. That dude,
Yeah.
he ain't never gonna leave power. When he die, he's still gonna be president. Ain't nobody gonna take his place when he dead. They gonna be too scared.
Mm-mm.
Y'all know who we hadn't heard from lately though?
Who?
And I know it's time for go. What's the boy name? Fat dude, Kim Jong.
Kim Jong.
Yeah, he laying low.
He
Very.
chilling. He watching everybody else act stupid.
Right.
Is he still alive?
Yeah. Every once in a
You know
while,
he
he's
could be
still
dead
firing.
and they won't tell us.
He alive. He's still firing missiles over there. He firing missiles every now and then. Let y'all know he's still around.
Okay.
Every time
I
they
just ain't
say
heard
don't fire a missile, he fired one. So
Sounds like
He-
Ron
he-
Brown.
and he been doing that for years. Y'all remember when Bush sent Condoleezza Rice over there to talk to that dude, and he told her to get your black ass away from around
Wait
me,
from over here.
talking
Yeah,
crazy.
I remember that.
Bush almost got that woman shot over there, man, talking crazy to that man.
Well, she crazy.
Not only is she a woman, but you
For
black,
going.
man.
For going.
But she had to go. She was ordered.
Yeah.
Yeah, she almost didn't make it back. You bring your nigga self over here talking to me, and you a woman too?
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
brother,
That man fired
that
3
was smart.
missiles while she was there. Do you hear me?
he asked Dennis
While she
Rodman.
was there.
Dennis Rodman can go over there though.
Dennis Rodman he got buddy with him, but it was one time when he flexed on Dennis.
He did.
And
What he do?
Dennis was scared that he might not come back home.
Mm.
It was a
Kim don't
story
play
that,
that stuff, man. Kim,
Right.
that dude, he on a whole nother level. Like
Yeah.
he
They
don't.
say he had diabetes real bad, so I didn't know if he was still alive. They just didn't tell us.
I
Mm.
just look and see when the last time a missile was fired. He man. That's why Trump don't say nothing to him, because every time they said something to him, he started testing more missiles.
I don't feel like I contribute to the show tonight. Say something about money. Let me say something about money.
Say something about money. Oh, y'all did hear about the dude suing Tyler Perry.
200
Man,
and what?
$230 million, something like that.
260 million.
60 million.
Yeah, man.
Hey,
Yeah, man. They say
I
Tyler was
asked Mario, do you think it's true?
I don't want it to be true. I think I would think that Tyler would
Allegedly.
be. I would think that Tyler would be smarter than that, especially in the climate, a climate after like a
Yeah,
Bill
I'm sorry,
Cosby.
Ernest. Allegedly. I'm sorry. We gotta say that
Allegedly.
word.
We have to say it where we have
But-
to say it.
Yeah, but Mario, but
Uh-huh.
I don't. When you get to a certain status,
Mhm.
everybody comes after you in terms of people trying to extort you, suing you, and all that stuff. You just. I'm not sure if you can even be careful in that sense because everybody's coming after you.
Okay. I think this guy got close to Tyler and reeled him in. You know, because if you look and reeled him in, gained his trust, and then flipped on him for $1.
Because he was sleeping at Tyler's house.
Right.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Okay. What are we alleging here? We all know that Tyler is what Tyler is. That's neither here nor there.
We're not allegedly that. I mean, we all
Okay.
knew that Tyler.
Right.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm not
We all
into
know
that too, 'cause
Tyler is what?
I thought
We all
Tyler
know
was
Tyler
just-
is what?
We know that Tyler's back for the other team. Come on, man.
I didn't.
You can look at his movies
I
and
just
tell.
want to be clear that we talking
Okay.
about the same thing. But I don't think, for me, to me, it's the same thing as the Eddie Long thing, man. You got
What?
two dudes, you got dudes doing some homosexual stuff. One person figures out they can make some money from it. That's
Right.
all I think.
That's what I'm
That's-
saying. I think the dude got in good with Tyler and saw opportunity to make some money. Gained his trust, got him comfortable talking, and played him. That's me.
I agree with that.
That's me.
And he realized, notice the amount of money. Even if he just get 10% of that, he's set for the rest of his life. That's what I'm saying. You just have to be careful, because that number, that's merely extortion, guys. Come on. I don't care. I mean, he stayed there. He kept coming around, right?
Right.
After all that stuff, he kept coming around.
Yeah, because he had a part on one of the shows. He wanted his own show. See, but here's my thing. I'm opposite, man, because I don't trust nothing that goes on in Hollywood, dude. That a lot of people hit that couch, and y'all understand when I say hit the couch, right?
Casting couch.
People will do anything once they get on that couch. They get on that couch, they will do anything to move forward in their career.
Well,
and then some directors, hold on a second, and then there's some directors that make sure you get on that couch.
I don't want to see Tyler as that dude, man. Because
he's that dude.
I don't want to see Tyler as that guy that would use his power.
But he did it with Monique.
Huh? He put her on the couch?
He shut her career down because she wasn't friendly. I mean, I won't say about the couch. I'm just saying as a person, he was a part to shut her career down.
But that was Oprah Winfrey too now.
I know. But it was her. It was both of them. So I don't put nothing past these. I don't put nothing past.
It's not Mario. It's not that Tyler would use his power. It's that his power is there, whether he wants to use it or not. So if you were director and you got somebody coming up, if you want a part of something that you're doing, they're offering things.
Ernest, I don't need. I don't see him as that guy. I'm sorry. And
you don't see him as what guy? Tyler Perry is a control freak.
As that guy. Okay. Yeah.
Tyler Perry is a control freak. Let's not.
What makes him a control freak, James?
Dude, go ahead. Steve finna hit it. Get it, Steve.
He writes all his own stuff.
He
edits all his own stuff. He films all. Until recently, he might have used another writer, but all this stuff that's written, he writes himself.
Okay, tell me what's the problem with that?
The problem with it, well, let me tell you, as a director, his writing sucks, first of all. And two, you're supposed to be, the whole purpose of him opening the studio was to have opportunities for other people for him to, as he likes to say, bring other people in to give people opportunities to do it. Well, Atlanta has more writers than anything. They have more writers than actors and everything. He just had a contest, the dream thing. People were trying to get me to enter it. These are all filmmakers. Nowhere in that contest did he want writers.
I don't see it.
Nowhere in that contest did he want producers.
I don't see it. I mean, he has the ability to do it all, and if that's what he wants to do, obviously, hold up, James. Obviously, it's worked for him. Because I'm reading the book now, The Marriott Way. The money is the standing ovation to the hard work you put in.
That's good.
And it's undeniable, guys.
That's good.
Oh, nobody's saying what he's doing isn't working. I'm looking at this please hear me. I'm looking at this from a filmmaker standpoint. The man writing sucks. Period.
It sucks.
Period. Now, yes, it's working for him because at this point, anything Tyler Perry makes, people are gonna love.
Yeah.
But if I look at it from a filmmaking standpoint, this movie he just came out with, Straw, sucks.
Yeah, to me, that the first part of the movie was top heavy with all of the issues and just all of that. I was like, yeah, that's a tad bit too much. And I think
it was poorly wr'tten.
Many free gay dudes willing to sell it out, right?
What y'all say?
Read that post.
Hey, okay.
But come on. Look now we gotta be even now, because Bill Cosby, if you say the same thing, there's too many free women out there that would just give it up. but Bill Cosby wanted specific people.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? And he drugged the specific people that he allegedly. He drugged them. He drugged the women that he specifically wanted.
Allegedly, man. Bill ain't drugged nobody. Stop.
Hey man,
Okay.
Heathcliff, you will not talk about Heathcliff Huxtable.
Dude, I love Heathcliff Huxtable. I love Bill Cosby, and I thought in my mind he would never do anything like that.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think he did.
Okay.
That's how I feel about Tyler. I just don't want to believe. I don't have a problem if you gay, you gay. That ain't my issue. My thing is, I would hate that you would use your power to
let's be clear.
Misuse your power.
I don't think Tyler Perry abused or mishandled this dude. I just think homosexual issues, these two dudes that are having sex with each other, this cat sees a way to get some money. So I'm going to go and put it out there and say that he molested me or sexually abused me. It's the same thing them cats did to Eddie Long. They was just all having some homosexual stuff. And these three young cats decided they decided that they wanted to get some money from it. That's all. There wasn't no abuse. Eddie Long ain't abused them dudes. Come on, man. This dude that stood up, got on TV talking about he didn't know that's not how fathers operated with their sons. So, nigga, you trying to tell me that you thought all your homeboys was getting screwed by their daddies? Come on, man.
Who said that?
That's a lie.
Hold on. So this is what Ernest is talking about. His last sentence. He got caught up.
Hey, man, block Ernest. We ain't finna talk about Bill Cosby.
Keep the block Ernest.
Block Ernest, man. I can't.
What's the last statement he made? He got caught up.
Okay.
And don't we always don't men, if we not controlling ourselves, we get caught up in situations. This is what I'm talking about.
Okay, but isn't it strange that Bill Cosby at the time was about to buy the biggest network ever created?
NBC.
And then isn't it strange that all of this stuff did not come out until this black man who had the means, sounds like Tyler Perry to me, had the means to purchase, had the liquid to purchase the biggest network ever created. Not all of a sudden, now you're taking his name off buildings. Now you're dragging this man's name through mud. Now all of a sudden, all these ugly white women coming out saying he did all this stuff to him. Isn't that strange though, y'all?
No, it ain't strange.
But
I'm just saying, and it seems like the same thing with Tyler.
No, Tyler.
And the only difference between him and Sharp is
Ernest. You gonna leave my cousin alone, goddamn.
Yeah, Ernest, I gotta block you, man. Y'all gonna get up off Bill. Y'all gonna get up off Bill today.
Go ahead.
I'm just saying, man. I don't put nothing past nobody no more, man. I don't put nothing past nobody.
Y'all not finna ruin my childhood talking about Bill Cosby.
But at certain levels, though, guys. But at certain levels, though, why this guy? And all I'm saying is, when you get to a certain level financially and you have influence, why this guy? Because Tyler had his pick of the litter to whomever he wanted. If he wanted to sleep with somebody, now all of a sudden this guy want to come out and say that he's doing this, doing that. Tyler Perry just walks up to him and broke him. Come on, man.
Tony, you a hustler, man. So old school. This is how I'm finna hit a lick. That's right.
See, but once again, like you said, Tony, I mean, this is where I agree with you.
I know, cool.
This is what I agree with you with, Tony. At a certain plateau, whether you gay or straight, you're gonna be challenged.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
Because I mean, if you look at Tiger Woods,
absolutely,
you're gonna get challenged. You know what I'm saying? So this is Tyler Perry's challenge.
Didn't they do the same thing with Michael Jackson?
Yeah, with the little boy.
Come on, guys. I'm just saying. It just seems like
right
when a black man either you kill us for all of our Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, what's the other guy that they assassinated? Either you kill us or you discredit us.
Right, and you have to because you become too powerful.
They doing the
Become
same
too
thing with Diddy too.
No, Diddy did that to
No,
himself.
Diddy did.
No, okay. Here's my perspective on that one. No, Diddy didn't. When Diddy decided that he was going to launch his own liquor, Ciroc, or whoever owns Ciroc, was going to mess that boy name up. None of this stuff didn't come out until that boy had the means, had the liquid to where he said he was going to do his own thing.
I get you, Lovejoy, but he jacked up that deal before he tried to buy. Now,
Maybe
come on,
he
now.
did.
No, he did. He did. He jacked up that deal, bro. He jacked it. Now, that's what I'm saying. When I say Diddy did it, man, Diddy did this to himself.
Diddy
Bro.
did it.
So I do know one thing about Diddy though. One thing he showed us is that all of us men thought that we were freaky and doing freaky stuff. We ain't got nothing on that nigga there.
No, we ain't got
That nigga there. Let me tell you something. That nigga there, we've been playing all these years. Nigga, we've been playing. We ain't been doing nothing.
I was
Diddy
like,
showed us, man.
putting dope in the baby oil?
Man, that dude there, you talk about some freak. Bruh, I was listening to the parts of that trial. I got embarrassed. I'm like, oh, I've been playing kitty games all these years.
But he won't beat Mills out though.
I needed to keep my spirit right. I couldn't.
Bro, did you hear some of that stuff? That was like, oh my God. Like, I'm like, dude, I don't even know if I'm old enough to be watching. Like, this is so much stuff they had going on. I'm just saying,
guys, it almost seems coincidental that, and Ernest said it in one of his statements. It's like when you get to a certain level, you have to fight certain systemic racist ideology. They let you get that power for number one. Then when you get there, if you don't play by their rules, you're going down.
Is that
or you need to learn, or you got to keep your penis in your pants, Lovejoy. Come on, we can't. That
was gonna be my last statement.
Come on, man. We you know, I do believe there's some systemic stuff that happens with some of this, but a lot of this is just horny niggas.
Right. If you don't commit it, if you don't do it, you won't get accused of it.
Yeah. Okay. And I'm okay. Here's raw, uncut.
Okay.
I've had the privilege and the honor of being a pastor in a church.
Uh-huh.
And who is the worst in terms of keeping their dicks in their pants?
Pastors.
You preachers. I mean,
you Christian folk. You folks that have given your life to Jesus Christ.
Giving our life to Jesus Christ. We can't keep our penis in our pants. But watch this. For some of these cats, it's like they never had that kind of power. And I'm just about to prove a point. Never had that kind of power. And don't let that joker can hoop and tune it up. And you put him in F or E flat and he drive him crazy. When he comes off the stage, it's thrown at him. Why? Because of the power. Because he's up front, he's on stage, and most of us have not dealt with the psychological part of that. And so when women throwing stuff at it and they find this hair, and I'm just being transparent right now, guys. I'm telling you all of that stuff when I have to put security on my front row because fine women come to the church and sit on the front row with no panties on. That's the reality of it. And I'm not suggesting that's right or that's wrong. I'm just saying when you put a man in a position like that, come on, guys. It is even black men with money that has influence in the city. I got a cat right now on the set, Mario, wants me to bump him. Just bump him.
Wants him to do what?
Bump him. Just touch him. You know he's going around on the set telling people he gonna sue me.
Really? Really?
I'm just talking about the reality of it. And I'm not on a billionaire status. I'm just talking about on certain levels, you do deal with certain things. And then these cats got billions and they want to go do some, they may They got beside themselves, thinking that they could buy NBC, thinking they could launch their own liquor brand, thinking they could do other things. Tyler bought a damn what's the thing he bought?
A fort. He bought a fort.
He bought a fort. Well, Confederate generals was on there. Now, black man on. You don't think them people still pissed with him?
Oh, they know that. We know that he pissed at him.
Can I tell you who next?
Who?
Cat Williams.
Cat Williams for buying Fort McClanahan over in Anderson.
He next. You did that, and you in the South.
It might be his own. Our own people might go after him for all the stuff he said.
I'm just saying, man. It just if we look at it, I guess I see things different.
No, Lovejoy, I get what you're saying. But the bottom line is that you had to put security up for that purposes, and you kept your penis in your pants, so other people can do it too.
Right.
It's just something you just got to do. If you can't handle that pressure, then you just don't need to be there. I have always said men lack the ability to say no to a woman. During my earlier years, when I owned owning my company, I understood I can't go to these buildings where a woman is working by herself. I've been jammed up several times, and I failed that test a few of them times. All in the janitor closet, on the top of the mop bucket. You feel me? But it was wrong, and I learned though, Lovejoy. All right, nigga, you can't go to these buildings. But so you know what I started doing? Every woman I've been with, come with me. Come with me.
But James, even you, you're admitting to a certain thing.
Yes.
It's the fall of man. I ain't saying whether it's right or wrong. I'm just saying put yourself in a position to where you have that much influence, you got that much resources, and watch this. And I'm sure Tyler Perry's the same way. My security was on the front row because I put them there. You think they're gonna tell me? They're gonna tell me no? You think they're gonna tell me no? Do you think they're gonna if I decide to take a woman to my office and do whatever, you think they're gonna say something? Eventually, they probably will to sell me out, but
or they're gonna extort you.
Right.
That's what I would do. Like, nigga, you gotta give me $1,000 a week.
Wait a minute, you said you would do that?
Oh, yes, sir. You got to pay me to keep my mouth shut. Absolutely. Play with me if you want to, nigga. You'll be on TikTok.
Thank you. Make a note.
Yeah, make a note.
Never do nothing around James Fred.
I'm talking about
that part.
He gonna snitch.
I'm talking about you gonna be all on TikTok fooling with me.
How long? Look, Steve, we've been musicians here in Birmingham for how long?
A long time, brother.
Long time.
Well, we know y'all done had Draw Stone on the stage and everything.
Yeah. And don't let Mario sing, and then you got smooth finger Steve right there. Man, come on, man. Come on.
And I've been faithful the whole time. Ain't that right?
I ain't saying you have, Mario.
Is that right, Eric?
I know my sister watches. I know she watches. I'm not saying you haven't, bro. I'm just saying the reality of being a musician.
Dude, and that's what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm saying. We have been challenged. Me and Mario have been challenged. Everybody, you've been challenged. We've all had our challenges. It is up to us whether we
there you go.
Challenge or not.
Bible say it's better to marry than to burn. Tyler should have got married.
Tyler ain't trying to get married to no woman anyway. But anyway,
allegedly, marry you a man. Just don't burn that way. The other way.
You're gonna burn either way. What you talking about? What?
Okay, all right. I was just trying to. I was trying to, tie it in and make.
I got you. Okay, my bad. I got
you. Yeah, he wouldn't be being hit up for 260 million if he had a lock one in.
Yeah, but even Mario, even that, man. I guess my views are different. You can't just go out here and just
come on.
You can't just go out here and just get anybody, bro. You can't, because then watch this. Now you got to deal with the other part of extortion. Why is she really with me?
Oh, no doubt.
Come on now. Once you Come on, dude.
But listen, once you get up to a billionaire status, that's just something you just got to deal with.
Right.
I mean,
You deal with it.
you know what I'm saying?
You
Like,
gotta
So
have
now we're
deal
just saying now there's just something he got to deal with.
yeah.
Come on, man.
But this he didn't have to deal with.
He didn't have to deal with this though.
huh?
He didn't have to deal with this.
Tyler Perry didn't have to deal with this, man.
He had to deal with.
With this
What
white
this dude
situation.
suing
this
him?
dude suing him. Allegedly.
Keep your
No, he's
penis in
suing
your
him.
pants. You don't get sued.
First of all, why you got a dude in your house? Why he spending the night in the bedroom, in the guest
Because
bedroom?
they doing the hunker chunker.
No, I'm saying listen to me. Listen, I know. Hold on a second. Why did you invite the dude to stay in your bedroom when he got a perfectly good place of his own? First, you putting yourself in a position that look bad anyway.
Okay.
Look bad.
And again, this is just me being honest. I cannot be the person to talk about that because I am notorious for putting myself in a situation that does not look good. That's me being
That's just
and
stupid.
so it gives them a reason to come at me and say, Lovejoy did this. I'm like, I did? And in my mind, can I be honest? In my mind, well, damn, I should have done it.
It's
You
a
gonna lie on me?
You right at the target.
Huh?
I'm looking at Ernest's comment. He's a target.
Well, he's a target anyway. Let's say that everything that Tyler Perry did was generous, right? You let the man, he was drunk, y'all was drunk, you let him stay. You invited him over after the party, he stayed late after the party, and you had him to stay, right? Just say he was that generous. So now you become a target because you have something that I want. I want my own show, right? I want my own thing. So now you put yourself in a position trying to be generous to help somebody, and we all know that you.
I just set y'all up. I just set y'all up. Then.
No, you didn't.
So okay. Okay. So if Steve, you're saying that, Mario, if you're saying that, I leave James Fred out of it because he didn't say it. So now all the people who were caught on tape with Diddy, did they put themselves in that position?
All the people that were on tape with Diddy.
Were they on tape with Meek Mill?
You just mean in the situation
in the situation.
Yeah.
Because they realized his status, what he could do. Did they put themselves in that situation?
Absolutely.
Yes.
So why do we have a case right now?
Well, we have a case with him because he whooped the shit out of Cassie. That's what that case
It ain't
about.
just that though, Mario. It ain't just that. You
Yeah,
got all of these celebrities
look
coming forward now saying what he did.
Because they don't want to get caught up, but it's racketeering and kidnapping that got him caught a case right now.
Right.
What's racketeering?
I was gonna say, see, with this whole Diddy thing, I haven't heard anything illegal yet, though.
Well,
he
that's what I'm saying,
freaky as
James
hell.
Fred. Okay,
He freaky as hell, definitely. Other than
let's look at
whooping
racketeering.
girl,
Let's look at
other than
racketeering.
whooping Cassie, other than beating on Cassie, I hadn't heard anything
Let
illegal.
me ask Erica because she followed this stuff.
Can I say something?
And hold on 1 second. I haven't. What's the Meek Mill thing? I still hadn't heard this tape or seen what y'all talking about with that. What?
You ain't heard Meek Mill?
What happened?
Killing Meek Mill.
Boy, you were
was clapping them feet.
It's on tape.
I don't know. I also heard
it has been confirmed.
It's been confirmed that he was killing Meek Mill and Will
Meek
Smith.
Mill's cheeks.
And Will Smith.
Hey man, we're not gonna talk about Fresh Prince. Hold on now.
But he testified. That was my point, Mario.
What?
He came and testified against Diddy.
Who did?
Oh, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
I don't remember that.
Yeah. Oh,
The devil is alive. That would have been a major headline.
But how do y'all know he was clapping Meek Mill's cheeks, though? How do y'all know that?
I'm talking about wearing them out.
How do y'all know?
I want to talk about the racketeering if I can.
Okay, let's go back to racketeering. Let's define racketeering. Let's see if he indeed is in a position where he racketeer. And I want to know what he did in order for there to be a charge for racketeering.
So
Let's find out the definition first.
okay, we gotta go, man.
Okay, yeah, I know. We are 2 hours.
Man, we already been on here
I
almost
didn't even
2 hours.
realize. Okay.
Yeah.
I got a hankering for some chocolate or something. I need to go get
You don't
it.
need
nothing else in your
nothing.
system, boy.
You don't need
to ass
nothing.
down, literally.
I got it all out.
So Diddy's former attorney would go out at his command, behest allegedly, to go out and procure drugs, women, locations to do the drugs and the women and the men, bring men and women across state lines for said things. And so at the behest of Diddy, that turns into you doing this for this boss, and we're committing crimes by bringing people over state lines. I guess that's all right.
So let me ask you this question.
So hold
on, Lovejoy. Hold on.
And I'm just doing a general talk. Okay.
So if I meet, so let me ask you this question. If that's the case, when you met Tanya, she was in Atlanta. If you gave her gas money to come see you, is that bringing somebody across state lines? Is that illegal?
No, because listen. Because I didn't do it at the behest of somebody else to bring this woman across town or across the state to have sex with her as a prostitute.
So if I buy her a plane ticket to come have sex, it's okay. But if I have my assistant get the plane ticket, is racketeering?
You going to hell. That's what it is.
Come on, man.
James Fred, you was on to some, boy.
Because racketeering is not a person, it's a group of people. You're doing crime as a group.
What's the crime?
Let me read the definition.
Okay, go ahead.
The act of engaging in a pattern of criminal activity, often associated with organized crime, for the purpose of financial gain. Now, watch this. Based off that definition, and that's from Black Law. Based off that definition, show me where Diddy did anything in terms of racketeering.
I'm just telling you what the trial did, bro.
Because watch this. Although they're trying to say, the prosecutor's trying to say that he brought people over state line, they were adults and they were consent. They consent.
Absolutely.
So it can't fall up under that.
Okay.
I don't see it, Steve. If there was drugs involved,
I'm not the one charging them.
If there's drugs involved, he can catch a drug charge. But I just don't see the whole racket. I mean, because then a lot of it's jacked up, man, if that's how they're going to find it. If we ever gave a bro some money to come see us, or we bought them a plane ticket or a bus ticket or whatever, then we all racketeer.
Did this dude just say broad?
Yeah, he said.
And he called us old.
Yeah, he said, but I agree. I'm supposed to be up under somebody's jail right now.
Right.
I really do. And I'm talking about even as a pastor. Because I had my assistant, Andrea, send people cash out money, and they were so thankful they came to our church. And some of them was from Atlanta, some from Mississippi, some came out of Florida. And so you telling me because I sent them a cash out, that's racketeering?
Nope.
I'm not talking about you, Steve. I'm just saying.
I know what I'm saying. According to your definition, no. All right, guys. We've been here for an hour and 58 minutes.
But y'all got to tell me one thing, man, because I like Meek Mill. Y'all got to I got to see proof that this happened.
You ain't gonna see it. You hear it, though.
There's some audio recordings of this.
Did it security?
Okay, so how we know
up to the door and recorded it?
We don't know it's Meek Mill.
Okay.
How we know it's Meek Mill?
Oh shit!
Because the assistant that walked in on it,
this room smelling like straight boot.
Said it was Meek Mill.
It was Meek Mills.
Meek Mills, bro.
And what did Meek
And
have to say about
Diddy,
it?
Huh?
What did Meek?
I
Did
said
Meek
Meek
say anything
Mill and
about this?
Diddy.
Did he
Meek
deny
ain't said
it?
shit. Meek ain't said nothing.
God dog it, man.
Because it's
He-
his boy.
He has neither confirmed nor denied.
And I don't think he will. I don't think he wants to touch that one. Because they
God.
look at him like, man, come on. And that one did his first time, though.
All right, y'all. We got to
Okay,
end it.
let's leave that alone.
All right. It's been a good. It's been
Was
a
it
good
that
show,
bad for real? Like
Yes.
it was that bad.
bro. The audio is bad. The audio is bad.
Do a folk, nigga.
It's bad. It's bad. The audio is bad. All right, guys.
I don't want to end on that note. Let's do
No,
something else.
no,
So we're gonna end on
nope, right there.
All right. So look, final thoughts. Any final thoughts?
I really appreciate James Fred you turning the TV on for me so I can watch Afro artists paint.
Yes, sir. It's probably gonna be on every time we do a show because I watch it every week.
Don't do that to me because I'm gonna watch it.
A mess. Anybody else?
Buy bullets and drink beer.
Okay.
Listen, but you sound like a redneck if you ever saw.
What?
Buy bullets, drink beer.
Are you serious?
I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all some good brothers, man. If nobody else done told you this week, I'm telling you, y'all some good brothers, man. I do appreciate y'all.
You all right?
Boy, I tell you.
Hey, leave that watermelon
Together
alone,
and
bro.
do a show, man.
Oh, I'm gonna eat that sparingly.
Please
we
don't
need
eat
to
that
Steve
again. before
house
you
and
come
do
on
a
the
show, y'all. We need to go to Steve house and do a show.
Come to my
Now
house.
I'm finna go to the convenience store and get me a Reese's cup.
Oh Lord. Yeah, y'all come
Hey,
on.
you did know, fun fact, you did know, and y'all know I do this at the end, and you do know if you take the watermelon and the rind, and you blend it up, it's a
Viagra.
natural Viagra.
Yeah.
It makes you go.
That right there.
Natural Viagra.
Yeah.
It's
So,
true.
anybody got a problem with ED, eat you some watermelon, put you some ginger in it, blend it together.
Watermelon and ginger, or what? And the rind, or
Yeah. I mean, but of course, make sure you blend it up. Don't try to be eating eat the rind like that. Blend it up until it becomes a liquid, and then put honey, a thumb of ginger in it, and then thank me later.
What the hell is a thumb of ginger?
That's what I want to know. What kind of measurement is that?
Just break the ginger off.
huh?
I learned that at Oakwood because they got the farmers market up there, and they say a thumb of ginger.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thumb of
so
ginger.
just do that, and y'all come back and thank me later.
Well,
All
So
right.
I'm taking them honey packs
I gotta go.
and the rhinos and all
Okay.
that stuff.
All right, y'all. Peace. We'll see y'all next week or next couple weeks. We out. Peace.